My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Dungeon Runs here in Kobolds and Catacombs in Hearthstone. Giant rat, easy prey. Alright, what have I not done with Priest? I've done Death Rattle Priest. I haven't done Quest Death Rattle Priest. I've done Cthulhu Priest, I think. I feel like I've done that. I've not done Spell Damage Priest. I tried to do Elemental Priest. That didn't exactly work out in the way that I'd hoped, by which I mean it wasn't successful even slightly. I'm not going to mulligan the Holy Smite, because as long as I get Fairy Dragon, then Mind Blast is lethal. Because your opponent ignores the Fairy Dragon. Okay, Nausea. You've got to hit the opponent 3 times in the face. You up to the task? Sure. I'm totally fine with hitting that with Pain, because my opponent only plays 1/1s, and I don't want them to have that on board, so they can hit it with the Bestial Wrath, and then attack my Nausea.
Right away.
Alright. Remove it this turn or lose. That'll do. There's the Bestial Wrath I was talking about before. Cool. It's a lot of incoming damage next turn. Remove the Arcanine or lose. Still doesn't stop you from losing. Alright, that's a weird way of trying to win, but you know what? To each their own. Well played. I'm pretty sure after the Bestial Wrath and the Stone Tusk Ball, they don't have any direction after that. Or rather, direct damage rather. Spell damage? Extra Mana Crystal is always underwhelming. I've already got 3 spell damage cards in my deck. I've got a Holy Smite, I've got a Holy Nova, and I've got a Mind Blast. Mind Blast is affected in a very minimal way. Holy Nova is ridiculously affected. Holy Smite's pretty ridiculously affected. Sure! Give me more spells. So I think Mind Blast works with Light Bomb. Oh, sorry, Robe of the Magi works with Light Bomb. So you deal 3 more than the minion's attack to it. Like, I want to go Cult of Cthulhu, but that's the only one that doesn't play with the thing that I just tried to pick up. At least double Light Bomb gives me more late game at the cost of not having any early game. But this gives me the ability to just deal with absolute horse shit occurring. Sure. And it's worth noting, in a smaller deck size that is, Elise is way better. This is 14 cards. When I shuffle a sealed pack back into my deck, I'm not shuffling it into a deck of 30 cards. I'm shuffling it into 14. I'm far more likely to end up drawing it.
Anduin versus Frostfur.
Maybe I keep Dark Cultist?
Oh, what have we here?
Because I only have like 2 early game minions. Yeah, it's the Fairy Dragon and the Nausea Cleric. Easy. Halfway to lethal with the Mind Blast. I think as a result of that, I'm actually going to Shadow Word Pain and then hit. Wait, hang on. Never mind. Alright, give me a couple more Mind Blasts, maybe. Let's have a whole deck of just Mind Blasts. Let's go. None of these are affected. Unique is going to be rough because I've already got a double copy of my Light Bomb. And if I ever play Archbishop Benedictus, I'm going to run out of uniqueness. Obviously, Holy Fire is now 8 damage, restore 5, but that's not that great. But I am going to be picking up more spells, so Priest of the Feast will be healing me more. The problem is Priest of the Feast won't survive Light Bomb because I'm dealing more damage, right? So it will deal 3 plus the 3 from Robe of the Magi to itself, so it'll kill itself. I haven't got anything with a ridiculously high health stat that I actually want to buff with a Discipline. Discipline's a build that I really want to play with. But I don't want those. I think I need more minions. I'm going to go for these. Obviously, I wanted more early game minions, but no early game minions were offered. So I can't really gripe about that. Well, I mean, I can. But I can't really gripe about that. Alright, Pathmaker. This early on, give me the Northshire Cleric. I'm just gonna, yep, there we go. Use it to draw a bunch of cards.
Bring victory.
Give me some time.
Okay. Northshire, you hit it and me for 1 damage apiece. I heal it back up and get a new card. Or I could hold off for this turn and heal it up next turn, assuming it gets hit. Okay, that works a lot better because I actually have a play this turn. Hey, got hit. Beautiful. And this allows me to heal the Northshire for full value.
Right away.
All right. This one's going to be a quick one too. It's got to be a really lucky bomber to actually prevent me from killing you.
Right away.
Not lucky enough. Very close though. Okay, first treasure. Well, you know what I want. It's the Blade of Kel'Dalar, and then I start working on the blade, and then maybe I get the second part of the blade, and hell yeah, let's go. But at the same rate, Gloves of Mugging has so often just proven game winning. I do have some card draw in this deck, courtesy of the Northshire Cleric and the Elise, but not much. So Gloves of Mugging would help offset that. All of this kind of blows. I'm taking Light Warden here just to have an early play minion. Didn't want an extra Light Bomb in this deck. Those are going to be really heavy, because there's going to be, like, times that I'm playing against enemies that aren't really spreading a bunch on the board. They're doing a lot of stuff with their hand. What do I do against them? If I go up against Vustras at the end of the game, I can't play any of them. My hand's just stuck with these 3 Light Bombs I can't use.
The light shall bring victory.
I make the pretty pretties. Such pretty wax pretties.
Use the friends menu. What are you talking about? Is the game telling me to get a friend? I have one, I think. Yeah, I've got 3 online. Hell yeah.
Is someone injured?
I'm actually in a really good position here, being that my opponent plays a lot of Death Rattles, courtesy of their hero power,
Right away.
and I am going to be able to deal with those quite easily by taking them and using them for my own. This is heal attack, right? Actually, it's no attack. I can trade that 3-2 against something before I bother attacking face. I don't need to attack the face right now just to deal 1 damage. Exactly. Here I get the opportunity to trade that and then go face.
Right away.
Elise is almost certainly the play next turn. My opponent would have to develop something quite scary to stop that. Alright, it's Elise.
Right away.
That's a... You have a freezing trap? That was unexpected. Alright, I'll develop a lease first so that it's less likely that the toad kills my light spawn. Rip light spawn.
Mind if I roll need?
I hate that you buffed all of your death rattle minions so that I can't take them. It's rude as hell. It's almost like you did it on purpose. Almost. I don't actually need to clear the whole board.
Aloof Neladar.
I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to waste the Holy Smite here. No, I don't actually have to do that. Sure.
Is someone injured?
Wax off.
Okay, I've got 6 damage going face. Backing that up, I have the Gloves of Mugging. Prevent my opponent from ever playing another card. How many have I got in hand? I've got 8, so Gloves of Mugging goes down to 7, and then I draw up to 10. Yeah, that'll work. But do I possibly have lethal right now? 1 damage, 6, 14 plus 6 on board. No, it's 20. Okay. We smite you. Make sure that I don't heal until I've removed the North Shear.
Aloof Neladar.
Actually, I just want to play minions, right?
Mind if I roll need?
Void Ripper can be used in an interesting way to try and get 3 extra damage out of the North Shear Cleric. Huff, 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 huff. Or not.
Mind if I roll need?
Hey, that's my card draw. See, this is why the Gloves of Mugging are ridiculous. Now my opponent only has their top deck. That's the only thing they can work with.
Hey, give me that.
Embrace the void.
Damn it! I put it in range! I couldn't have known you were going to draw that. Alright, we should start launching the Holy Fires to face.
Hey, give me that.
Because very soon, that's our lethal. Alright, holding overtime. Got him. So that was our 4th. Okay. Depends on these buckets. Okay, so there's one bucket I'm going to take, and it's going to be the one with Spirit Lash, because that's now Flame Strike. Sure, it hits both boards, but it's 4 damage to all minions, and it heals me for that. So in a lot of situations, that is going to be just win. Just play this. It's going to be the huge swing that I need. So a lot of the time, I can just hold it back and wait for the right time. Psychic Scream is going to be difficult to use because I can't think of many situations where I'm going to want a Psychic Scream rather than Light Bomb, and I also can't think of many situations where I'm going to have a Psychic Scream but not a Light Bomb.
The light shall bring victory.
I'm actually going to keep... I'm not going to keep Mind Blast. I was so close to being able to convince myself of it, but no. I'm going to play Gloves of Mugging first here, just to try and steal any 1-mana play that my opponent would have had. Okay, get that Armor Smith down. I'm going to make it difficult for my opponent to use that. Stomp, stomp.
Shiny.
Deliciously wrong order. Excuse me, waiter. I think this is the wrong order. Let's get that light spawn out there. I was wondering if my opponent was actually going to hold off on terms of not wanting to give me armor, but that's fair enough. Darkshear is really good here, though.
I don't have enough mana.
Just a pinch of
Almost misclick. Thankfully, the thing that I misclicked too, I didn't have the ability to cast. Sure. If you want to lower your health, that's more than fine by me. I think it's quite likely that it actually strikes against the Arcanine rather than my Darkshear. Uh-huh. Shadow of Death. Now I'm actually going to drop the Dry Whisker. And set myself up for the lethal next turn. That's going to make it difficult. Is it? Hang on. Oh, that does extra damage! I would have had it regardless because I could have just traded the Dry Whisker, but I forgot that even with no armor, that would have done 3 damage as a result of my persistent spell damage. Your minions that cost 5 or more. Let me just check out my minions that cost 5 or more. None. Totem of the Dead. I have 1 Death Rattle in my entire deck, and it's Dark Cultist. I think it's just Potion of Vitality, and we use that to keep ourselves alive while we get to the late game. These all blow. Funnily enough, if I'd taken Scepter, then these would all be actually quite nice. Maybe I take Lost... No, I can't take Last Rites. Dragon Priest is another choice because it's spell damage plus 5, but how many times am I going to land my dragon and then cast spells now that cost 9? Thanks to the Potion of Vitality, I'm quite likely to get the late game. Maybe I take Cult of Cthulhu, but not because of Cthulhu, but because there's a 3-drop value minion. I literally have only 1 3-drop right now, and there's a 4-drop value minion. I only have 3 of those right now, and it allows me to actually smooth out my curve a little. I'm not even taking it for Cthulhu. I'm taking it for Cthulhu's choosing. Or rather, Cthulhu's chosen ones, plural. Not just the chosen one card text, but the ones that were chosen, so all... Cthulhu cards that aren't Cthulhu.
The light shall bring victory.
I'm actually going to keep the Spirit Lash here. Because if my opponent starts ramping ridiculously over the top of me, I can use that to kind of reset the board. Huh? Mine. Yeah. Doppelgangster. Yikes. Roth! Yikes! Oh, that's gotta suck to be you.
I sail the slimy deeps.
It's not as important that I get the card draw as it is that I make sure that my opponent doesn't have anything to evolve. Especially if this is a spell, they're locked.
I bleed for Cthulhu.
I bleed for Cthulhu. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone to heal, so Light Warden doesn't really help me here. Toss. Okay, Living Roots. Good, good, good.
It calls out. The doors love this face.
Damn it. I'm gonna have to Holy Nova to remove the Nexus. Yeah. Damn it all.
guide my land.
Darnassus gets involved. I'm glad I stole cards from you, because this is a problem. This right here is not nice. Huh, combo. Darkshire with the Arcanine. Ouch. Thankfully, those are what, 2 mana minions? Yeah, so them evolving isn't actually that potent. That's a Holy Fire lined up right there.
In the light's name. It's boom o'clock.
Alright.
The might of
Yikes.
has arrived.
Just give my opponent a bunch of spells. Alright, use that to draw a card, but use it to draw a card that you then immediately play, please. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna Light Bomb. They're not getting better sitting in my hand. There we go. Guess what next turn is, also? Oh, really? You won't actually use Arcane Missiles. Interesting. Here you go, a target for your Arcane Missiles.
The land serves me.
Can you kill it? Holy fuck. Ah! All I wanted was that my opponent had to use all of them. Death, Arcanine, heal you, drop a North Shear, game's over. What are you gonna top deck and evolve that's gonna win the game?
I am one with the candle.
I mean, close,
Just a pinch of vigor.
but it's still gonna be a bit rough. Alright. Oh no. Saronite's a much, much closer one. Take you, trade you in with you, and a hit. I'm gonna keep the Holy Smite for the reach for lethal. Low HP, low HP, low HP. Could have been lower. Reason being, I want to be able to just play Cthulhu, get that minion out.
A new recipe.
Alright. Kind of thought more of those might... No, it's okay. I'm the one being silly here. Yeah, it's Holy Smite for removing that, then All Face. For a fight that has been won ages ago, this is still taking a long time.
These caverns go deep.
And now, forever, we're gonna have these 2 removals locked in our hand that we can't use.
A new recipe.
You can see why I may not have wanted them.
My lands.
Weak Silky's good.
Grookfu.
A new recipe.
Alright, Grookfu can do some work here. Shuffle them all into my deck.
Who is the monster here?
Hey, no taunt. Beautiful.
A new recipe.
Yeah, Cthulhu, get some extra stuff on you. Nice.
Things are not as they seem.
You had to give him a taunt. You had to. Like, that was non-negotiable?
You do not see the shadow.
Yeah, that's fine.
They
I need just a bit more damage right here, please. Elise is going to be really helpful there. 20% chance to draw it next turn. Don't mind if I do. Alright, now I'm going to go over Taunt. Good evolve. Kill one of them. Kill the other one. Are you going to evolve a rag? I can't see you doing that. Yeah, rag's already pretty good as is. Alright, 50-50 for you to win the game? Well, for you to not lose. The win still eludes you. Imagine if I did this without the gloves of mugging.
Who dares defile this ancient land?
Two cards left.
Listen closely.
Feast of souls.
So now charge doesn't win the game anymore.
Game. So kind of you to join me. Almost out of cards.
Oh yeah, forgot about that one. I thought maybe I have another Holy Fire in there, but I wasn't too hopeful. Final card was the Elise pack. I was hoping on the Elise pack giving me direct damage. You have no clue how much I want all of those Lyras and then just to cast a bunch of spells. But it's probably Holy here. Holy Nova's even more board clear. I don't have the ability to chain off a lot of spells. Yeah. One of them's higher impact, but one of them's actually, you know, going to work. I think this is the Gut Mook that doesn't draw a card that costs 0. I think you summon a Tunnel Trog, right? No, you do draw a card that costs 0. That sucks. For a spell deck facing, you know, this,
The
not exactly that
shall
good.
Bring victory.
Kneel before Troll.
Loves of Mugging is really good, though. Is it summon? Show me. Yeah. You draw a random card and it costs 1. I still think that taking 3 cards from your hand is going to be worth it.
In the light's name.
Targul.
Take the light.
This is really good. This Light Warden is going to get a lot of work done. And now I pretty much have to. Oh, take the cheap card. Yeah! Flame Wreath Faceless. That's mine now. And I got a Lava Shock on top. I mean, I'm not going to use the Lava Shock, but I've got a Lava Shock. Do I use the Lava Shock? I think maybe I use the Lava Shock. Like, sure, my opponent gets a thing, but I get a lot more. Yeah, the Volcano kind of does suck a lot there.
This jungle hides.
Wonder if they would have Volcanoed any board that I put down. Snow Fury's probably not going to get more available at any point this game. Don't tempt me, Frodo.
Aloof Neladar.
I was supposed to heal it first. Oh, shit. Thankfully, it doesn't look like it actually would have made a significant difference.
The damned stand.
Eventually my hand is just gonna be spells. It's gonna be real difficult not to cast any. Like right now. Gives my opponent a card, but... Oh. I have to light bomb here. It's the only way, because this is going to summon something, and this is the only way that I then remove all of it. Twilight.
Listen closely.
Alright, Cthuna's still in my deck. My hand is just gonna be spells. You need to slow down, my dude. My dude. You need to be slow. I think it might actually be Snow Fury Bananas attack across. What else could it be? I mean, I could probably draw my opponent into fatigue quite effectively at some point. I can attack, then I can Holy Nova. Or I can drop a North Shear Holy Nova attack. Problem with that is I'm using 2 cards, I'm drawing 1 card, and then I'm getting 2 cards from the Hoarding Dragon. Also have the option to Shadow of Death, Bananas, heal, attack. That's probably it. And I'm not going to draw consciously here.
It's coming.
Alright, there you go. 3 cards this turn.
Listen closely.
Call those the 3 cards I stole from the mugging beforehand. At this point, when my opponent has 10 mana, giving them more cards isn't that bad. Or rather, giving them more cards sucks. Giving them more mana isn't really that bad.
Right away.
Because they're probably going to be able to cast anything anyway. Of course, this time it was actually quite bad because they had a draw card among those cards. Okay, that's not good. Play my own. That hurt a lot. I can start drawing my opponent into fatigue soon, but I do want them to get there, or get close to there naturally. Nova's close, but it's not enough. All right. It's totally fine. You've got another Ancestral Knowledge in that deck, I know, so I'm waiting for you to get to that, because if you use that, you're in a real bad space, buddy. I actually think my plan is now just fatigue my opponent. Just wait, and then coin, 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 coin. Well, obviously, different ordering, but the general idea. You've only got 1 card left. I think it's actually now. Okay, you do draw into fatigue. That's good. 3, and then it's on Goro. Journey to Ungoro. Are you already dead? You can't be. This is already glowing.
Oh, legendary.
No, you're dead. Well played.
Well played.
That is a fun way to kill Gutmook. I have to admit, I really appreciate that. Chain off a million spells. I would have had the blade! Well, actually, technically, I might not have. Because this isn't the hilt of Keldalar. How am I supposed to know that it would have offered me the hilt if I had the blade? Because I know that it can offer you the hilt without having the blade. I think it's Wish. It's again more just late game, and also since I have double maximum HP, getting to late game isn't that much of a problem for me. I want to take the Shadow here. So I will. Gives me double Shadow Fiend, some more 3-drop minions. Alright, Zol! Let's see if you remain unscathed after this assault. Yikes! Sorry about the fringe, ladies and gentlemen.
Anduin versus
Haven't exactly had a ridiculous amount of time to be kempt recently. I'm going away on a trip.
light shall
Just a kind of holiday thing. End of year holiday. I didn't really do mine in December, so I'm gonna do it in January. So I'm going away for a week with friends, and I am trying to pre-record everything to cover that whole period. So that's the general state of dishevel that's occurring here.
The truth is in here. Fatigue.
Fatigue. Oh, it burns the top 2 cards of my deck.
You are not the boss of me.
Probably gonna Spirit Slash just to remove the Malkazars. Oh no! One of my mana crystals. That is not good. Deals 2 damage to all of your opponent's minions. Yeah, I can't have my opponent getting a lot of power off of the Malkazar's Imp. Because that's how you lose here. Yeah, they would have just drawn 2 cards there.
Fatality.
If I had Potion of Madness, I would have just sacrificed the Malkazar's Imp in. Sadly, I didn't.
Fatigue.
They discard 1 more card. We got trouble, boss. The raid is about to break down. Play a Howlfiend and nothing else. Here's the problem. I need to be able to hit that Howlfiend 3 times. So that I can make my opponent discard the Lakari Sacrifice, but I can't. At least they discarded the Deathwing. I could only hit it 1 time in that turn, and if I hit it that 1 time, I just would have triggered the them drawing the Nether Portal. I wouldn't have been able to do anything past that. Oh, this is going to get worse as time goes on, but I'm going to need to save my AoE for bigger and better turns.
The truth is in here.
At this point, I need to find a way to just survive until fatigue. Okay, Flummox puts a random minion from my hand back on top of my deck. I think I can afford to take another turn of this damage. Cool. Because I want to be able to use Psychic Scream here, because all of these are... I do want to, I want to fatigue my opponent, but all of these are weaker than their average draw.
Fatality.
You just ended your turn? Okay, so from that I can tell my opponent has a lot of removal in hand. There's the Half-Fiend. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna have to wait until I get down to really low HP. And then wish.
The truth
Remove their
is
whole
in
board,
here.
wish. Alright, this time it's probably a Holy Nova. Since I know they have so much removal in hand, it's really not even worth me playing any minions.
You have made an unwise decision.
I can't leave that on board. Only way I can remove that right now is actually a Light Bomb. Well, here goes my first Light Bomb, unfortunately. Really didn't want that to happen yet. But see, they have nothing they can do on their turn when I don't play anything. In fact, they're going to fatigue themselves one card this turn. Fatigue, mill, rather. Pretty good card to mill, because it's something they won't be able to play. Milled one of my own, unfortunately. If I knew I was about to mill a card, I would have played a card. Okay. Sure, more than happy to do that. Reduce my vulnerability to fatigue. Next turn's probably Priest of the Feast, Holy Fire. I don't want a Glove of Mugging them.
Blessed be this.
Sure. Sure. They're actually just trying to exhaust as much from their hand as they possibly can. Impressive foresight. 9 cards in hand.
Just a pinch.
Alright, I need some health, so I'm actually going to do that. Then I'm going to mug you. Beam of Frost is going to be actually kind of handy on holding you off. I'm going to throw away the North Shire Cultist and heal myself. So I don't want any draw from that. This is actually going to be fatigue. If I mill my Wish, I lose the game instantly. I also have 2 more Light Bombs in my deck that I really, really need. There's one. Oh, it's a random enemy minion. Thankfully, that's exactly the minion I was trying to target. Nothing can force me to draw a second card, so I don't need to play anything. Sure. This Potion of Vitality has actually turned out to work quite well for me. That's the target I didn't want. I wanted either of these two so that I could freeze 3 targets. Drop another card out of hand because eventually I'm going to be drawing a bunch in a single turn. Sure. And my opponent can't play take control of a random enemy minion here, so... A lot of Frost going on. I would imagine, like, Lummox is 2 or 3 of those. Cthulhu can still be buffed.
Embrace the void.
Okay. Destroy all damaged enemy minions. Fine. Alright, now that there's Doom Guard going on, I probably need to hit my Light Bomb. I've left it as long as I really could. That last one's probably a beam in her now. I really need to draw a Wish soon, though. I'm gonna play Dark Cultist here so that I can actually contest one of the generated minions. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. Beam of Fear is completely fine.
You are not the boss of me.
Malchazar's Imp is actually fine as well. If my opponent never discards a card, they're gonna draw another card, get themselves closer to fatigue.
This jungle hides many secrets.
But the further and further my opponent wants to move me from fatigue, the better. Howlfiend, cool. Now our goal is now attack the Howlfiend as many times as possible without removing the Malchazar's Imp from their board. Never mind. Well, I can still discard 2 cards using that Howlfiend. Sure. Show me spells. Radiant's actually quite good, though.
My fate is sealed.
Fear is probably one that I didn't want to mull from their hand. I need the Wish. I need Wish pretty damn soon, because I haven't got more AoE in this hand right now. Yeah, I'm not around for another turn after this, so I need some AoE, please. Alright. Cthulhu's got to go down first. Does it? No, it's Velen now. So that I can get the double heal on myself. Nice. Give them a target to remove as well. There's one of the Nether Imps that I shuffle back into your deck. My opponent would already be fatiguing if I hadn't made so otherwise. Good. Kind of did want to get that Feared back into my deck, but right now it poses a reasonable threat on board. It's okay. I might have to Dark Bargain here. Yeah, I probably have to. And I've got to heal myself. So I can Radiant Light. And I can Dark Bargain. Heal myself. Move another minion. I need Wish. I am holding out for 1 card. I can't believe... Ooh, Cthulhu? Yeah! I can't believe that it's so difficult to get Wish. I think I'm dead. Very close to it. Wish! God damn it. I know it's it. I also have 2 other Holy Fires in there, by the way. I mean, now I'm fucked. Literally, I need Wish this draw. Game, please. Light Bomb. No, I don't need it this draw, as it turns out. But now you've got a 10-10 Pyros. Now I need Wish this draw. That's not Wish. It's Cthulhu. We lose. fucking sucks. There's 5 cards left in my deck. Why can't I get Wish? I know I burned one of my Holy Fires, so there was another Holy Fire in there.
Foolish little trespasser. I see.
Trying to think what the other cards left in my deck were. Spirit Lash would have been really, really good later, but I did need to stop my opponent from getting a bunch of energy off of the draws there. So holding on to Spirit Lash was one way that I could have saved that game, but I also think that that game would have been significantly different if my opponent had the ability to just draw so much off of their Malkazars, because they discarded a bunch in the turns following that, so they might have actually just had the energy to throw me out of the game. Did I ever Glove of Mugging them? I don't think I did. So Gloves of Mugging was also in there. Ouch. It would have been enough. Would have been enough, but for the moment, it wasn't. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Hearthstone, Kobolds, and Catacombs dungeon runs. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we will see you next time, Edward.